There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Can he get on the end of this? And he plays one through. There's no flag! Oh, he's been caught napping! He's found a way through! It's a mighty effort! There it is! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Alexander-Arnold. Park Ji-sung. Xavi Alonso. Mbappe. Fernandes. Messi. That has not gone well. Bale. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Akun. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Caicedo. Fernandes. Bale.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Fernandes. It's a searching pass. Delivery from Mbappe.
That's going in
strongly.
strongly.
Always onto this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. And he's running through. He's had a shot! Saka cuts it out. Martinelli. And he was quick to react. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Big chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's taking no chances there.
Al Nassr really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area.
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And here's Bale. Mbappe.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's a cute ball. Well read, nice interception. Saka. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's the keeper's ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Al Nassr clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good-looking ball. No way through. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have... And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Threads one in. Oh, important interception. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Bale! There's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Mbappe. Now it's Bale. That's good running with the ball. That's travelling a long way. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Out to the right. Martinelli gets rid without sophistication.
Al Nassr have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's got away. Real chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Almost an hour gone. This looks promising. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Akun. It's a pretty loose pass. That's an imaginative pass. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Bellingham. Hangs one in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That's a throw. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Akanji getting this one clear. Opts for safety. Saka. Martinelli could try cutting inside here. Drives it in. Al Nassr can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
It's Park Ji-suk. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for a runner. That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. Rafinha. They get a throw in. And here's Saka. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! Long ball looking to counter. Adams makes the interception. And this is Bale, and he's managed to get free.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Camavinga. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. He's tried one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Nice-looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that has been clubbed away. Pinches it off him. And that's that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's away we go then. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Now it's Pedro. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Played towards the front line. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. And he's making progress on the ball. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Jimenez. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Could be danger here. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo does really well there. He is strong. He can run onto that. Picked out brilliantly. And he's got the decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Foot in. Camavinga with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, give it away. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that...
And Messi! Pedro. Now, can they get him away? It's been slipped through. And this is Messi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's played through for him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Akun thinks one through, and this is Messi. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pedro. Just the keeper to beat! Donnarumma gets good distance on it. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. That's really well cleared. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Akun. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fernandez. And he's had a hit! Played out wide. Vardiol gets into a good position. Camavinga. Caicedo goes steaming forward. Fernandez. Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Mbappe. That pass isn't the best. Camavinga gets it away. Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a promising position. Plays it across. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be made aware that smoking
So
is
we reach the
only
halfway
permitted
point.
in designated
Who wants
areas
half-time when you
within
have a
these grounds?
contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, João Pedro.
There's the whistle then to
Number
start the
15,
second half.
Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field,
Fernandez
number 8,
has created one goal already.
Number
Fernandez
21,
in acres of
Casemiro.
space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Fernandez is flagged offside. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity.
Camavinga! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Caicedo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Camavinga gets across to intercept that.
Akun. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The attendance for this
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pass is just off target. Jimenez. Nicely shaped ball. Searching pass he's played there. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for a runner. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Vardiol is wide and looking to get onto this. Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 10, Messi. Number 2, Jimenez.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Fernandez. Coming on the field.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
Number 19, Gay.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Federico Valverde.
Shapes to shoot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Goes for a shot! He can get that clear. Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Oh, that is a nice touch. Akun picks it up out wide. Caicedo has a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Van de Ven. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Gehi knocks it into space. It's a good-looking delivery. And he thumps it clear.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Kane. Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, that's well spotted.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And that gets things running. Milan have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Fascioli. And they're back on the ball again. It's just beyond his reach. Mbappe. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
He could be in here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Great vision. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Akun receives it in a wide position. And that was nowhere near his best. Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. And he's there to belt it away. Camavinga! Camavinga! No, not quite.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He has found a way through. He's going for goal! Goal! Milan! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. He's shifting through... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Struck first time. Well, there's the clearance. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Camavinga. Caicedo. Caicedo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicked it back promptly. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline.
That's rather hopeful. That's a throw. Caicedo.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Can he finish? It's in! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Akanji has a look and plays it forward. Kamavinga. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's had it nicked away. Robertson with the foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, what a... And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to get it away. Can he get on the end of this? Crosses it in.
Well played and well cleared. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more...
Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Caicedo. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Oh, no joy this time. Danger averted for now. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. No, he's just misjudged that one. And now they can clear their lines. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Akanji. And it's Fascioli. Now this could be a chance. That's a shade optimistic. And he's got the beating of... He's having a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
That'll be a throw-in. There's a sharp little ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. He can get that clear. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Caicedo. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's being shifted off it. Looking for the run. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To turn a deficit into a lead. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be...
Can he finish? Messi finds himself offside. He's on it, can he shoot? Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Deftly away. Referee's given a throw. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe, he is onto this. He is through here. Chance, surely! In for the pieces. Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Milan take the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Akanji with the clearance. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late.
He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, they could be caught out here. Threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is as far as they're going to go. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's made its way to him. And a chance! And he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Camavinga. Caicedo. Time added on 4 minutes. Caicedo driving forwards. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And time is up. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Played out to the right. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. And he's there to retrieve it. Cafu. For Bale. Mbappe. Fernandez providing an outlet on that flank. Now there's the clearance. It's a throw-in. Van Dijk. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That was nowhere near his best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ambitious ball here. It's a promising position. Swings in across. And that should get the job done.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Fernandez. Akanji. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's going to go a long way. And it's Bale. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Done delicately. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's had it nicked away. Rijkaard. Bale. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Has a look and place it forward. He's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Foden. Caicedo. Fernandez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look.
Bale! They've got to be quick to recover this. Alexander-Arnold. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Dembele. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Taken back almost at once. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. He's not got that quite right.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Akgun. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. Fernandez. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway. Can he finish? And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Delivers with whip. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Here's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Haaland. And he's managed to get free. Picks out decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. And he welcomes it in. Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on what chance! And that was very necessary. Could try cutting inside here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to pass it through. Camavinga was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Dembele. Akun. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Livakovic gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nuno Mendes. Cafu. Bale. He's got away. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cafu. Bale. Rijkaard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And he should have made it 4.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now, can they get him away? Spread out to the left. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And the shot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Bale. Real chance here. And a chance! And it's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, that pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter.
5 minutes left on the clock. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Camavinga. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And this is Messi. Rijkaard. 4 added minutes on the board. That's good vision. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Alexander-Arnold. Akun. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Now it's Bebeto. Now, can they get him away? And it's Fernandez. And this is Messi. Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona!